Ladies and gentlemen, in every society, there are two types of politicians. One type enters politics to serve the people, to make a difference, to protect the rights of the vulnerable. The other type enters politics to control the people, to secure power, and to preserve personal interests at any cost. And whenever a politician with a clean heart, a sense of justice, and a love for the people steps into the system, the corrupt ones tremble. They fear one thing: if this honest voice rises, our seats will shake. It is this fear that turns the journey of good politicians into a battlefield. Sometimes they are defamed, sometimes threatened, sometimes even made to disappear. And in some cases, fake stories are crafted about them, stories with no truth, no foundation, just lies designed to break them before they can even begin to make a change. But this story is not just about darkness. It is also a story of hope. The hidden forces behind politics, behind every political move, every election, and every decision, there is often a hidden force, a third party that operates in silence. This force manipulates narratives, spreads misinformation, turns communities against each other, and presents honest leaders as threats. Their ultimate goal is simple: silence the ones who awaken the people. And when the voice of truth is silenced, what remains? Not justice, not democracy, not fairness, only the corrupt system protecting itself. Why good politicians are targeted: a truthful leader is a threat to corruption. A good politician challenges the comfortable status quo. The system fears them because they cannot be bought. They cannot be threatened. They do not compromise on their principles. They do not betray the people they serve. And above all, they speak the truth. Corrupt powers fear truth. They fear honesty, and they fear the impact of someone who refuses to bend. That is why the target is always the clean politicians, those who awaken the people, who refuse to compromise, and who refuse to turn a blind eye. Disappearances, pressure, and smear campaigns. When a good politician emerges, the system acts in predictable ways. They face pressure. False cases are fabricated. Media campaigns distort their image. And sometimes, unfortunately, their life itself is targeted. Yet, even in the darkest moments, hope remains. Because while you can try to silence a leader, you cannot silence an idea. You cannot silence the truth. You cannot silence a people who have been awakened to justice. The power of the people. The corrupt system fears one thing above all else: a conscious, aware, and united people. One honest politician may be silenced. One voice may be muted, but 10 more voices will rise in its place. One leader may be stopped. One movement may be delayed. But the message of justice and truth lives on. Because people are the ultimate power. People protect honesty when they understand it. People awaken when they see injustice. And when the people realize that the real enemy is not each other, but the corrupt system itself. That is when true change begins. The courage of honest leaders face unimaginable pressure, yet they continue to rise. They do not seek applause. They do not seek wealth. They do not seek comfort. They seek justice. They seek fairness. They seek to awaken society. It is easy to be silent. It is easy to look the other way. It is easy to stay comfortable. But it takes courage, patience, and vision to speak truth to power. What can we do as citizens, as young people, as members of our communities? We cannot wait for someone else to act. We must question corruption wherever we see it. Support leaders who serve with integrity. Spread truth, even when it is uncomfortable. Remain united, because unity is the strongest weapon against deceit. A system built on lies and manipulation can only survive if the people remain silent. The final message: remember this: corrupt forces can create enemies out of honest leaders. They can threaten, intimidate, or even remove them from office. But they cannot remove the truth. From the hearts of the people, a voice raised for justice may be silenced, but its impact will echo for generations. And when enough voices rise, when enough people awaken, the system will have no choice but to change. The power is not with politicians. The power is not with the corrupt. The real power has always been, and always will be, with the people. So stand for truth, stand for justice, support honesty wherever you see it. Because even one voice, one action, one awakened mind can change the course of history. Ladies and gentlemen, let us remember, truth cannot be silenced, justice cannot be hidden, and the people will always prevail.